The Little Theater movement in the early 20th century was the catalyst that led to the founding of Theater Harrisburg in 1926.
A group of women were sitting in the basement of a library in Harrisburg and thought to themselves, I wonder what it would be like if we had a theater in Harrisburg.
Shows were staged in various locations until its permanent home was built in 1952 in Uptown Harrisburg.
This building is as old as I am. No, I'm older. However, it's kind of gotten rejuvenated and brought back.
Paul Foltz was the first full-time resident costume designer until he retired this summer after 42 years.
Like the first 20 years of it, I was working out of my basement because we didn't even have a shop. This only happened, what you see around you, only happened in 2000, after we did the merger with Whitaker Center.
The opening of Whitaker Center opened up a whole new world of possibilities for Theater Harrisburg.
Whitaker allows us the ability to do musical productions and even larger plays on a scale that was never possible here. In the stage here was a 25-foot proscenium opening. It's almost 40 at Whitaker. So that's substantially different. So what you're able to accomplish is tremendous. And for the organization, it opens a lot of possibilities for us. We're able to do shows that we would never have considered doing here simply because we would literally have to push scenery pieces off stage, out the double doors and into the parking lot to do a set shift, because there just was no other place to put them.
Executive Director Lorian Mahay's cue to join the theater happened by accident post-pandemic.
I find kind of a funny story where we were driving, my husband and I and our two kids from New York, and we ended up getting lost on our way somewhere else and stumbled into Harrisburg to get a bite to eat. And we started looking around and actually asked ourselves, I wonder if there's theater in Harrisburg? And Theater Harrisburg popped up, and they actually were hiring for an executive director role, and in one of those sort of post-COVID, moments of like, I wonder what it would be like kind of moments. We're like, I wonder if we could move to Pennsylvania. I wonder if I could get back into theater. I wonder what this would be like. The more I read about Theater Harrisburg, the more I realized that I really loved this place and really wanted to be able to do anything I could to be able to help it.
Both Foltz and Mahay understand the role live local theater plays in a community.
It really serves to bring the arts to the locality. Also, in many ways, what's performed or what's presented locally can help to move the artistic and the taste level of the area, hopefully up a notch. Expose them to new things, to new ideas, to new ways of producing theater. And it applies not just to theater, but it also applies to music, and it applies to visual arts as well. Because we don't have the multi-million-dollar budgets, you find a way to get to the core of it, to the soul of it, and distill it down and present it to the local population, and hopefully give them something, that they'll enjoy, but also give them something that they'll talk about, something that will maybe inspire them in some way, shape, or form.
While Theater Harrisburg does have a small staff, volunteers play an important supporting role.
Lucky to have a professional staff. There are 6 of us in total. 6 is not very many for running an organization, especially one that does productions. And so we really rely on the talents and the skills of our volunteers to be able to not only help us in every aspect of the theater, but also all of our actors, I should say, are volunteers. So anytime they come to see a Theater Harrisburg production, everyone on that stage is giving of their time and their talent to help make this all possible. So they're definitely incredibly important to our organization.
But the biggest star in any production is the audience.
One of the things that makes live theater special is the audience and that participation between all of the artists on the stage and the audience that's out there.
If you're interested in volunteering or helping Theater Harrisburg, follow the QR code on your screen. For CBS 21 News, I'm Candace Scalise.